We measure our financial health with the loudest numbers: the salary we deposit, the total in our main account, the price tag of our car. But the most powerful proof of stability isn't in the spotlight. It's operating backstage. It's the silent, automated systems you've built that work while you sleep. Your true financial position isn't a single number you check. It's the protocol running in the background. And right now, you might be overlooking the very signals that prove your protocol is already online. The first and most underestimated is your automated buffer zone. Think about the last time an unexpected bill arrived. A $400 car repair, a dental visit, a broken appliance. For a moment, your stomach didn't drop. You didn't mentally scramble through your calendar to find which paycheck could absorb it, or which subscription you could cancel. That absence of panic is a quantifiable financial signal. It means you have a protocol running. Let's give it a name: the Cushion Protocol. It's a dedicated, low-level account with one job: absorb life's small shocks without ever touching your primary goals or monthly script. For our friend Ben, that shock was a vet bill for his dog, Scout. A year ago, that $350 charge would have meant skipping his investment transfer and eating rice for a week. But this time, he paid it, and his automated investment to his future fund still happened 2 days later, untouched. He felt stressed about the bill, but his financial system didn't flinch. That's the Cushion Protocol in action. It's not about being rich, it's about being interrupt-proof. The real metric isn't the size of your cushion, but the silence it creates. Most of us judge ourselves by our forward momentum, how fast we're climbing. But the foundational sign of strength is actually your frictionless response to setbacks. Ben didn't feel like he was doing well because he was comparing his $350 cushion to some abstract 6-month emergency fund ideal. He missed the signal. His system worked exactly as designed. Now, let's move to the second, even more subtle sign. It's not about what you have, but what you don't see. It's the disappearance of whole categories of financial noise. I want you to picture your last trip to the grocery store. Did you do the grocery store math? Not the budgeting kind, but the tense, in-the-moment calculus. Putting back the name-brand cereal, choosing chicken over steak, deciding you don't really need those pre-cut vegetables. If that internal bargaining session didn't happen, you've activated another core protocol. Let's call it the Autopilot for essentials. This is when your regular, necessary spending, groceries, utilities, basic fuel, no longer requires active decision-making or guilt. The money for these categories is pre-allocated and waiting in a dedicated account, completely separate from your fun money or your savings. The decision fatigue vanishes. When your basics are on autopilot, your mental bandwidth is freed for everything else. Let's quantify this with 2 scenarios. First, consider Tasha. She earns $55,000 a year. Every purchase, even a $30 grocery run, requires a quick check of her bank app. The mental tax is constant. She's always managing. Now, look at Jordan, who earns the same $55,000. He uses a simple, separate checking account he calls his Ops account. Every paycheck, $600 is automatically routed there to cover his 2 weeks of groceries, gas, and household items. At the store, he shops from his list. The math is done. The money is there. He isn't wondering if he can afford the Honeycrisp apples. The difference isn't income, it's system design. Tasha's financial energy is spent on survival math. Jordan's is preserved for planning his next career move or simply enjoying his weekend. Jordan might not feel ahead because he sees his peers with newer phones, but he's missing his own signal. His mind is calm where it matters most. This operational calm is a premier indicator of financial health. Now, these 2 protocols, the Cushion and the Autopilot, create the conditions for the third and most powerful signal. It's not an account balance. It's a behavior. It's when you consistently make the boring, optimal financial choice without it feeling like a sacrifice. You are no longer at war with your future self. This is the emergence of what we'll call the default advantage. Your financial system settings have been reprogrammed, so the path of least resistance is now the profitable one. The clearest sign of this is your relationship with your next raise, bonus, or tax refund. A year or 2 ago, that found money had a glow around it. It was instantly earmarked for a specific treat, a nicer vacation, a gadget, a wardrobe upgrade. The internal dialogue was all about what it could get you. But now, something different happens. When you hear about that extra $1,000 coming your way, there's a pause. the first quiet thought is, where in the system does this go? Your reflexes have changed. You now think in terms of allocation, not just acquisition. This is where we see the true power of your background protocol. Let's give those allocations names. You have the foundation, your emergency fund/cushion. You have the future engine, your investment account. You have the freedom fund for larger life experiences or goals. When extra money arrives, you're not starting from a blank page of desire. You're conducting a quick audit of your automated crew. Is the foundation at full strength? Could the future engine use a fuel boost? This isn't deprivation. It's the opposite. It's the confidence that your system will convert this windfall into compounded security or joy, which is a far more powerful reward than a fleeting splurge. Let's make this tangible. Imagine two people, Chloe and David, both getting a $3,000 work bonus. Chloe, whose system is still manual, feels the excitement. She pays off a $500 credit card balance, a good move, then spends $2,500 on a designer bag she's wanted. The bag gives her a thrill for weeks, but then it's just a bag. Her financial landscape is unchanged. David, whose default advantage is active, has a different experience. He's built rules. His protocol states, windfalls are split 50, 25, 25. So $1,500 automatically bolsters his foundation, making him more interrupt-proof. $750 goes into his future engine. Using a simple historical average return of 7%, that $750 alone could grow to over $3,000 in 20 years, without him ever touching it again. The final $750 goes into his freedom fund for a future trip. David's bonus gave him three things: more peace of mind, a substantial future payoff, and a planned pleasure. Chloe's gave her one. David might look at Chloe's Instagram post with the bag and feel a twinge of lack, completely blind to the fact that his quiet, systematic move just outmaneuvered her loud one by a factor of 10. The most sophisticated move is often the one that feels boring in the moment. This leads us to the final and most profound sign you're doing well financially. You've stopped comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. You understand your protocol's timeline. When a friend brags about a risky stock win or a flashy new purchase, you don't feel FOMO. You feel a detached curiosity, because you're not playing the same game. They're betting on single performances. You're running a theater, ensuring the lights stay on, the actors are paid, and the show quietly builds toward a long, successful run. Your currency is no longer just dollars. It is certainty, optionality, and uninterrupted sleep. So, let's assemble your own diagnostic checklist. Your background protocol is healthy if 1. Small emergencies are annoyances, not crises. The cushion protocol is active. 2. Your essential spending doesn't trigger guilt or mental gymnastics. The autopilot for essentials is engaged. 3. Windfalls trigger a system audit, not a shopping spree. The default advantage is in effect. 4. External financial noise has lost its emotional volume. You are the operator, not the audience. You may not have $1 million yet. You may still budget and plan. But if these signals are present, you have something more valuable than a temporarily large number. You have a resilient, self-reinforcing system. You have installed the software for lifelong stability. The rest is just letting the clock and the magic of consistent, automated action do its work. You are not just saving money, you are building an ecosystem that thrives on your behalf. And that means you're not just doing okay, you're already winning the only game that truly matters.
The single best financial decision you can make right now? Invest in your financial education. Hit subscribe to get our next breakdown, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out, because the system only works if you apply it consistently. I'll see you in the next one.